But first, of course, the latest on Maggi noodles. As we said, Delhi has banned it for 15 days and says sales will only resume after the next batch coming in is tested. Meanwhile, Nestle has had to recall all its stock from Delhi's shelves.
A 15-day ban in Delhi, taken off the shelf from all Big Bazaar outlets across the country. What started as one report of excess MSG in Maggi is now a nationwide crackdown on the 2-minute meal.
सरकार ने 15 दिन के लिए for 15 days मैगी के ऊपर बैन लगाया है और कंपनी को आदेश दिया जाता है कि वो अपना दिल्ली के अंदर जितना भी स्टॉक है उस सारे स्टॉक को हटा ले और नया स्टॉक प्रॉपर चेकिंग कराने के बाद ही दिल्ली के अंदर यूज करे.
But it's not just Maggi that's under the scanner. Some states like Karnataka have decided to test all noodle brands, and West Bengal has decided to test even the popular Lay's and the other everyday snack Kurkure.
Are you sort of also banning or testing other products?
I am sending some other products also for testing, and if these products, when the report will come, I will pass it to the Chief Minister for some kind of action.
What are the two other products that you are also sending for testing?
Kurkure and Lay's.
So will all packaged food in India now be tested? Well, as many states wait for lab tests, for Nestle, it's not all bad news.
Would it be considerable?
The samples from Kerala have come back negative for excess amounts of lead. Chandigarh has also given the green signal, and Goa is okay with the quick fix meal.
I think all the ads that they've been showing on TV is extremely true. We all have been using this for quite some time, and now it's a sudden dawning that they've been using lead, and I don't know really what can be the consequences.
So will Maggi regain its place back on the dinner table? The company's stock nosedived a sharp 10%, the biggest fall in 9 years.
यदि उसमें सामान मिलाया जाता है जिसे लीड के संबंध में कहा जाता है और भी चीजें हैं तो यदि वो हेल्थ के लिए इंजूरियस है और शिकायतें आती है तो निश्चित रूप से कंपनी के खिलाफ में कार्रवाई होगी.
Taste bhi, health bhi. That's how Maggi instantly made ways into our household. But it's the same taste and health of these packets that has landed it into deep soup. Maggi could have been forgiven for always taking more than those promised 2 minutes to cook, but it shall not be for betrayal of trust and nostalgia. For now, this 2-minute meal will have no 2-minute solution and will stay off the streets of the national capital for the coming 15 days. In New Delhi, with camera person Tom Joseph, Sonal Mehrotra, NDTV.
Well, is that nationwide crackdown on Maggi noodles a wake-up call for all food companies? Is there laxity in our food safety laws, or is implementation the problem? Ketki Angre reports.
The samples of Maggi noodles that this man sent for testing could have well started the domino effect across the country, with even the Food Safety Authority asking every state in India to get Maggi samples checked for lead and MSG. There are specific rules and regulations in place for all products, standard and non-standard, on the basis of which they are given product approvals from here. Now, whether these products actually meet the benchmarks is something that can only be decided by random sampling, an exercise that falls on state governments, which is why even though the Food Safety Act has been around for a few years now, there is discrepancy and diversity in how one state implements it vis-a-vis another. So how does a packaged product get cleared? Well, the details of ingredients and composition as given by the manufacturers are taken as true while giving approvals, and the onus for adhering to those is also on the companies that make the product. There may be some random tests to check these, and if they fail, they are open to prosecution.
It is very clear that the issue is much more, the food safety issue, larger issue is much more in this case. As on today, the Indian Food Safety Authority has not a law on nutrition fact labeling. The issue is more to do with the implementation at the state level, the monitoring at the state level.
In the first 5 months of this year alone, the Food Safety Authority has rejected approval to over 200 products and launched cases in over 10,000 instances in 2013-14, where there was a violation of the food safety law, and over 3,000 have been convicted. Punishment here ranges from a fine and/or a jail term, besides the possibility of a product recall. But till this doesn't become a regular feature across states, with vigilance from both consumers and food safety officers, instances like this one may just end up being a flash in the pan. With Bureau Inputs in New Delhi, Ketki Angre for NDTV.
Well, to discuss the implementation of food safety guidelines and what this ban on Maggi really means for food safety across the country, from Chandigarh, we've been joined by Mr. Devendra Sharma, a food policy analyst in the studios in Delhi, nutritionist Shikha Sharma with us, and Dilip Cherian, image consultant, image guru, who's also going to be weighing in on how the advertising around Maggi noodles has also spurred the kind of sales it's seen all this time. We're hoping to be joined from Lucknow by somebody from the Indian Institute of Toxicology Research, but we'll let you know when that line is up. But Shikha Sharma, I want to actually start by asking you, everybody I know has grown up on Maggi noodles. I mean, when I say grown up, I mean that sort of euphemistically, but certainly a large part of school children's snack meals, outside newsrooms, you'll find the Maggi wala outside. The army has called it off its canteens today. Huge consumption there. There's a lot of people for whom this has been a staple of sorts.
Absolutely, and precisely that's the reason that it is much more than a weekend food or a picnic food. It is actually a staple diet in large parts of our country, and therefore it is important, I guess, to know that whether the food safety laws were being followed, was it just an isolated incident, a batch, or whether it is across board there are these violations. So it's an important thing. Maybe Maggi has become a test case, but it is important that foods which are consumed across millions of people, how safe are they?
So it is, as you said, it is a test case. Devendra Sharma, come in on this because, state after state is either testing batches or has banned the current batch, asking Nestle to recall it. But ultimately, how did these get to the shelves in the first place? I think that's the question people are asking.
Well, I think the answer is very clear, as was said in the beginning, that the implication or the way the laws are implemented is that there has been laxity all these years. And now, since this step has been taken from Lucknow and then it has been followed all over the country, I think it's a very positive development. It should be taken in that spirit, because it is time that we get to know what is in our processed food. If it is conforms to quality, I think nobody has any problem. But if it doesn't conform to quality, I think stringent action must be taken. And I think this Maggi incident is going to send a message very clearly and loudly. And what is being done in Bengal now, that they are testing other, snacks also, I think is very important. This is a time that we should set this controversy at rest and let people know, let people be confident that what is being sold in the market is of requisite quality.
Okay, so again, it's about implementation. Dilip Cherian, but what's happening in the middle of this entire debate is, for example, people who have endorsed a food item for sale. We've seen that happen with people who've endorsed Maggi. They're being hauled over the coals. How is it that if the government is lax or the food safety regulatory bodies are lax about implementation, a celebrity endorsing that brand is supposed to be culpable?
The idea is to immediately divert attention from the government. So what happens is that somebody goes and files a charge sheet or threatens to launch an FIR, and there is a feeding frenzy on celebrities, because India is at the moment completely celebrity obsessed.
Right.
So I think that that's a red herring, because how would, in heaven's name, would a celebrity have any ability to figure out how much lead or how much MSG there is in any product? Meaning, how could they figure out whether the cement will stand the test of time, as they sometimes endorse?